boosted shit. It's okay, that's how the game is played. You thought you could be fired but didn't know how to get paid.
You know, I'm gonna say this. After I turned 45, I stopped giving about everything. And what I mean by everything, I didn't have to show off, but sometimes you want to floss. Sometimes you just need to floss. I mean, real talk. And if you don't floss, you ain't doing nothing. I ain't got time for nothing. You got so much time. Tell me, where do I go?
I folks think I'm lying. I took about 10 pictures in there, man. I ain't even going through that all day. I got to enjoy myself. I came down here to enjoy myself. I ain't even taking all these pictures and shit, man. I'm all involved, like, you ain't taking pictures? Bro, what are you not taking pictures of me?
Just stopping him telling brothers how they love your outfit and your shoes.
I can't do this all. I ain't gonna be doing this all day, man.
So he got the legs for him, everything.
I ain't doing this all day. I got to enjoy myself.
Welcome to South Texas. Welcome to South Texas. Lord have mercy. But you know what? That outfit is busting. Don't be making fun of us, and don't be calling us unks either. I bet she kick you with them fish, with those fish hill boots or whatever's in this hill. I don't know what kind of fish is in there. What is it, koi? Lord. And you know, people are going to think that this man's crazy right here. But I'm starting to like look at a lot of his videos and stuff. I don't know, man. Sometimes you got to look at it with a fresh set of eyes, should I say. Real talk.
1 times 1 is 1.
To multiply means to do what? To make more, right?
Yes.
Increase in number?
Yes.
Multiply?
Yes.
How can 1 times 1 equaling 1 be part of the multiplication table? It fails to satisfy the term multiply. It doesn't multiply. Does it? What's an action times an action?
You got some weed.
No, I'm asking you. Honestly, I'm asking reason.
What are we doing
Reason. I want you to reason.
I don't know.
What's an action times an action? A reaction. Right?
Okay.
Have you ever seen an action times an action without a reaction? Have you? No. Because equanimity is the currency of the universe. There's always an action times an action having a reaction. So how can 1 times 1 equal 1? How can A times B just be A and not B? What happened to conservation?
Terrence, these are late night conversations.
These are
they are.
This is the beginning of our understanding. It should fit. What kind of calculator you got? What kind of phone you got?
An iPhone?
Okay, go to your calculator.
Whatever the new.
No, go to your calculator. Go to your calculator.
All right. Go to calculator.
Go to your calculator.
Yeah, I got
you. You got iPhone?
What are we doing?
I want both of y'all to do 2 separate things. I want to do the same thing to start with. Turn it to the side.
Okay.
All right, now I want you to both hit the number 2. Did the whole calculator show up?
Hit number what?
Hit the number 2.
Number 2.
Go to the square root. It is the second column from the left, 3rd row. It'll have that squiggly thing.
All right.
1.4. 1.4142135623733095.
Holy
now
crap.
I want you two to do 2 separate things now. 2 separate things. I want you to multiply it by 2, hit times 2, equal, don't you do it.
Okay.
And I want you to hit x to the 3rd. X to the 3rd, it's going to be...
Times 3?
No, x to the 3rd.
Oh, X. Oh, okay, I see it.
X to the 3rd.
Yeah, I got you. All right, 1.1.
No, you didn't hit x to the 3rd.
Yes, I did.
If you hit x to the 3rd.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
So
I
go
did
back
that.
again.
Okay,
you
so
keep
now
yours where you are.
Yeah, I'm
2,
good.
2
square root,
and
hit x to the 3rd.
All right, 2.82.
2.828, 4271, 2174, 6190. The same value you got
Yeah.
by multiplying it by 2.
Yeah.
And he just cubed it. Divide it by 2 again. Both of y'all. Divide
it by 2.
No, divide by 2. Hit equal. Now, cube it again. Hit x to the 3rd.
Yeah.
You see that loop?
Yeah.
That's saying x cubed is equal to 2x, which is equal to x plus x. That's an unnatural equation. That's a mathematical fallacy. And that's the beginning of your math. That's how I invented tangential flight, because your math, someone programmed that lie in there and lied to you and everyone. And
So I want to know if Batman is crazy. Now, a key word that he used in the whole thing that he said was reason. Now, reasoning in math is a process of applying logical and critical thinking to solve mathematical problems, okay? So it involves making connections between mathematical concepts, identifying patterns, and using logical principles to reach a solution. So when he means by we were taught wrong the whole time because somebody slipped a lie in there, I don't know if he's crazy. Because it's not just applying the formula. Applying logical thinking, reasoning in math is about using logic, right? To analyze problems and devise strategies to solve them. So then you make the connection, identifying patterns, justifying solutions. So it's just, it's you're like, yo, why is Boo talking about math? Well, because I hate podcasts. And sometimes learning something new is pretty dope. You know what I mean? Like, people really looked at Batman as crazy. You know, they discredited him because he's from Memphis. I told you a couple episodes ago, I rock with Memphis dudes. They different. And I was looking up the stuff that he was talking about and what he created. And it doesn't seem so far-fetched when you look at logic. Now, I mean, somebody can go on there and, of course, debunk this. But I want to be interested in how do you debunk it? I bet you didn't think I was going to do some math to y'all's asses. When demonizing black people, the black race, I don't use African American term that wasn't created by us. Well, sort of, but not really. But I've never been to Africa, so it's hard to call me an African American, especially when Africa's a continent. It's not a country. It's a continent. We're different countries in the continent. Y'all confuse that just like you confuse the word racism. Racism is a construct. It's not, everybody can't be racist. It's a systematic construct. But, you know, that's either here or there. But what struck a nerve with me is this whole case with Karmelo Anthony out here in Texas. And Karmelo, I think his name's spelled with a K, is not related to the basketball player Karmelo Anthony in any way. But it was something that I saw, which I'll show in a minute, but it was something that I saw that got me, kind of got my ruffles feathered. And it's how these people try to flip a narrative, right? And it's always these people that are the saviors. They're either angels, and people my color is always like they're demonized. They're making this boy, and we don't know the 100% whole story, which that's why you go to trial. But Karmelo Anthony ended up getting a reduced bail, and man, people were mad, and it was crazy that they were mad because I don't understand. Because it happens with everybody else. It happens with everybody else. And trying to get this kid for capital murder is crazy to me. But I want to share something with you real quick. And you can take it as you want to, okay? But I deem this is true.
Know that in the early 1900s, hospitals wouldn't take us. Pharmacies refused to serve us. Medical schools wouldn't train us. So what did we do? We turned to our own healers, the ones who cared about us, our grandparents. Natural remedies saved lives when no one else would. Painful joints? Turmeric, ginger, and apple cider vinegar. High blood pressure? Hawthorn, lemon, and raw honey. Need to detox? Fermented cabbage and juniper berries. We didn't use these remedies. Know that in the early 1900s, hospitals wouldn't take us. Pharmacies refused to serve us. Medical schools wouldn't train us. So what did we do? We turned to our own healers, the ones who cared about us, our grandparents. Natural remedies saved lives when no one else would. Painful joints? Turmeric, ginger, and apple cider vinegar. High blood pressure? Hawthorn, lemon, and raw honey. Need to detox? Fermented cabbage and juniper berries. We didn't use these remedies because we wanted to. We used them because we had to. This wasn't just old folks talk, it was survival.
I say this to say this. We always had to find our own way. When we had to find generational wealth, which was destroyed, we found our own cities to live in, get our own money, the only way we knew how. Sharecroppers became millionaires off of watermelon. They demonized watermelon and then switched it on us and made it a stereotype, just with chicken as well, okay? So now all these things look bad, right? So this is the generation that we live in right now where these people, right, they demonize everything that they can demonize, even though if, Kyle Rittenhouse, right? Kyle Rittenhouse shot at a Black Lives Matter protest, which was peaceful. We ain't even gonna get into that. But he shot at it and everybody thought he was under duress. The other people did.
Karmelo Anthony was not justified in defending himself, even though he was in a space and place that he was supposed to be. Meanwhile, Kyle Rittenhouse self-volunteered being a vigilante, traveled illegally across state lines, and quote-unquote was put in a position to defend himself when he was able to inspire two people. But this person right here, this child right here, was in a space and place he was supposed to be, gave the child a fair warning and said, hey, you put your hands on me again and see what happened, allegedly. And we see what happened. But what we see right here is the media do not treat 17-year-olds the same at all. This child right here, they finding all type of pictures and all different ways to depict him as being hyper criminal and as being irrational, especially when it comes to defending himself. This child right here was always already seen as a rational actor, and everything that they did was seen as being justifiable because, hey, he was being a vigilante. But see, we've been knowing y'all don't treat our 17-year-olds the same. Whether they defending themselves, whether they live to tell a story, or they get put up under. You're going to always find a way to justify any bodily harm that was happening to them, and they better not defend themselves. What Malcolm X said, y'all want us to be passive, docile beings. And to be clear, I feel sorry for what happened to Austin and what's happening to his family. I also feel sorry for him and what's happening to his family. We all wish the incident that transpired under the tent never led to any type of altercation between these two, but now it's happening the way that the media is trying to depict this man right here, and they deniable plausibility of engaging in racial aesthetics while also being able to say they not. It ain't getting past nobody. You know what I'm saying? Education is elevation, and I hope this man right here gets a fair day in trial. Hey, I thought he was innocent to proven guilty. Oh, I separate one as our kid.
He didn't even get charged. You know what I mean? They did a GoFundMe for him. And black people really didn't have much to say. But this Karmelo Anthony kid, from what I understood, was being bullied and all this other nonsense. This is what people started saying online. And it's bad, man, because it's like, he says, not shocked that a black lib, and see, when they say lib or, what is that, what do they call those people, the ones that, You got the Republicans and then you got the liberals. The liberals is a word that took over the word N-word, as well as woke. Again, it's a play on words, right? So a black-lived female judge lowered the bell for killing a white student. More amazed that the black community is raising $500,000 for this person. Or they said POS, but I'm gonna say person. Posting with AKs, provoking, and then killing a student. Everything he's saying is not true, but yo, I'm not gonna hold him. Another person said the N-words will be N-words, I guess. That was a woman that said that. A woman that probably doesn't wash below her legs or below her thighs. Because we know some of y'all don't wash below their thighs. We've seen it. But I'm not here to judge. And this was the last thing I just wanted to make point of, is that y'all are sitting here doing the same exact thing, being mad because y'all already did this. They raised money for this kid. He had a $2 million bail. The judge lowered it. And you still are angry because you killed one of them. This is why I hate podcasts. You could use your platform for better. Explain why. And I don't promote hate. What I do is I promote what is really out there. Somebody had told me about 2 months ago that, and it was a black person that told me this, by the way, oh, there ain't no racism. Turned around about a week ago and was asking me, was I participating in the protest that happened, I think, a week or two ago. I said, nah, man, I'm drinking tequila and chilling, watching basketball. Because we already told y'all. So I'm not supporting anything. I'm sorry. I don't support anything. I don't support anything because I spent years trying to tell y'all and y'all just didn't want to listen. I hate podcasts. Subscribe, like, and share. If you don't like me, I don't care. Share anyway.